Very good morning to everyone. Today there are more latecomers, so but we will not wait for them to join. All the newsletter groups, you have done a wonderful job, group 1, 2, 3, but not followed the instruction. So please rework on it because it has to be printed for publishing. So the way it is done is like a PPT. Two groups have done it like a PPT. First group has done like a A4 properly, but you have made 5 pages. So you are restricted to 4 pages, and it should be 4 pages compulsory, and it should be not in a PPT form. Okay, it's like a book. So just resized it and then just put it. We can check it out. Okay. So whoever has to do it, and it's not in one page. Only one photo can be there. The text should be there. Some news pages is only with photo. There is no text written at all. Photo alone is not a photo page. So this is a newsletter to talk about what has happened. So all those things has to be included. So group 4, please take care of it while you're preparing that itself. Okay. And group 5 can just have a outline, everything ready. Group 5 and 6, because it will be tomorrow. Like morning, you get over lunchtime. You have to finish the first session. The afternoon session within a hour you need to complete it. So that's why we will be little 5 and 6 have to work for it. Okay. So let's start with the reflection of yesterday. How was your experience yesterday? Who would like to share your experience of yesterday? Who has not spoken till now?
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was a wonderful day among the last 3 days. It was a runabout from one place to another. We had variety of experiences. We were able to go through all the departments almost in CIT here, running from here to there, and we had all hands-on experience: how to record an audio, how to record a video, and what are the things that we should take care while recording all these things. How a studio setup should be. All these things we were able to take care of them, all those things there, and the virtual lab, all those things, and we had gone through the Diksha portal again and again, but we never had looked at the virtual lab this there. So all these things we got enlightened about the usage of all those things. It was really wonderful, and also the program-based learning model which you discussed yesterday, and the example you gave about Israel, it enlightened so much that we always underestimate our children that they don't know anything, and we have to guide everything for them. That because that there are so many things that we can learn from children, so that also gave an enlightenment to us. So it was very much nice, ma'am. We enjoyed the day, and that too, that Padlet one and the tiger roaming about all about in the room. So everything was very much fascinating, and we enjoyed everything. That Flickr app, Padlet app, all these things were very much useful to us, so that we can also use that in our classrooms and training sessions also. So it was a wonderful day yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others who would like to share your learnings?
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was a great opportunity to know the exact functioning of CAT, what each department is doing here, and as a participant, it was a great opportunity to experience how the audio is recorded, the video is recorded, and I in my thought, how lucky the new age children are to learn new age technology, learning through new age technology. When I experience the virtual reality, virtual labs, virtual reality things, I was thinking of learning again from my childhood. So it was a great experience, ma'am, to know all these things. Yesterday only I have the experience that CET is doing this much things to the children of our country. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to share?
Good morning to respected madam and all our friends. Yesterday, just our friends shared their views. Along with this virtual reality, that room, thrilled to see that really. They virtually visited Taj Mahal and the heart functioning, heart chambers, movement of blood, and along with that, there is one module supported for assessment. See, this is a very great opportunity, madam. This is very, very useful to us. We take back all our friends shared all the things yesterday you transacted here. Definitely for primary children, our dear students, our in-service teachers, various programs across the transacting through diets. We make best use of this. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to share?
Actually, yesterday went on very well. It is a memorable day, unforgettable day. And one more thing I would like to remind that you, when the time has happened here, IKS, we discussed about IKS. Actually, इंडियन इन आवर चाइल्डहुड हमारा बचपन में हमारा उपाध्याय ऐसा सिखाया था సో ఒకటి 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 మనుషులంతా ఒకటి రెండు 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 రాముడు సీత రెండు శివపార్వతులు రెండు మూడు 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 త్రిమూర్తులు మూడు నాలుగు 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 మన వేదాలేమో నాలుగు ఐదు 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 పాండవులు పంచ పాండవులు ఐదు ఆరు 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 మన ఋతువులేమో ఆరు ఏడు 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 సప్తర్షులు ఏడు లైక్ దట్ పది 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 విష్ణు అవతారాలు పది. That was very fascinating. Yesterday, not a point of contradiction.
No.
So Rama is the significance of Dharma. So Rama is the son of our soil. So reminding about Rama is not at all belittling other religions. So we have to develop the patriotism, not the fanatism or um, lunatism. So what my point is, so when we want to develop the Indian knowledge system, these are the things we should not take into the controversy. And so what the historical persons who were born, that those persons are to be reminded, and the children should know about the itihasas. So that
You are very, very right, sir. The way you now sang a song. For me, it's like a song. Okay, I don't know exactly whether it's a slogan or what to call it. But what you said is very right. See, when you are teaching numbers, if you put this into a box
Yes.
and say that, now you learn numbers. To remember the numbers, you remember connected. Correct. But yesterday, what I said, showing a picture and saying addition and subtraction started with that, where there is no authentic proof for that, is wrong. So that is where miss people, I told starting itself, if I talk, first thing people think in the mind is the religion. It's not about the religion.
But the statement was
It is not the picture. It is about putting, for the sake of putting the picture, I wanted to interpret something, which is some NGOs we are doing.
Yeah.
Education is not
no,
doing.
no.
So we have included such things in our all textbooks.
We should not impose the fanatism or lunatism. So
Because
spiritual-
people are not even ready to open the mouth to comment anything. Because if I open my mouth, how people will talk about me. Especially other religion people do not talk. And even in our meeting, as I said, it was all NCRT faculty. Half of our Hindu NCRT faculty also didn't talk. Why? What will these authorities think if I talk? Whether I am against? Actually, there is no religion to play. If what sir said is very right. This is how we try to remember. So these kind of things have to be built in. The only point which I was trying to make is, for the sake of putting something which I think it as IKS, I cannot put it into the book and give wrong details. There are so many things which is I already told. There are Tamil script that is also a literature from where there is talking about AI, which is talking about spacecraft. All these are now included in the textbook of NCR.
Maybe this context can be brought where we are speaking about festivals celebrated in India. Maybe that may be the right context.
So even in number maths, you use numbers. Sometimes no, you need to remember the numbers. So this is a very good thing. You bring like no in Amara Indian knowledge system, which are the numbers to recall. So this is like it is talking about the factual information. You are giving a factual information which has proof. So there is nothing wrong in this, but the way people are interpreting. The NGOs, most of them are coming without the knowledge of education. That is where my point was we have to take a strong stand to evaluate what people are coming and giving to us. We should not be blindfolded to accept, okay, word IK is this, come bring it. Today, one of the, sorry, sir.
No.
It's not to contradict or argue on this. The point is this. It's not only with this. One of the leading international organization has come out with a course, sports based value education. Just because an international organization which is very popular has brought it, should be run that course without evaluating what is the content. So when we saw the course, you are playing football. Okay, you just think of, should I have an online course for this for children of class 6 to 12? You are taking football scenes in that video. There is a video made to explain student. Children are playing football. In this football, if one person don't pass on the ball up to other person, then you cannot meet the goal. So this is the value have to be learned from the football game. Should this be in a video or should this should be taught in the playground? So it's not only IKS. There are so many content coming to us for evaluation. Same way, Sports Authority of India. Sports Authority of India is the highest authority for sports to be taught. When we were doing Nishta module, there is required that one of the modules should be how sports has to be, games has to be, sports have to be used for teaching your subject. So we were telling them like we are ready for a module, you bring the module. So for example, you are teaching about bow and arrow. Is there no science behind it? You even teach carom board. Is there no maths behind it? So we were telling in the pedagogy of mathematics, there should be one example to be added, game-based learning. Yesterday we recall. So we need to give game-based learning examples. So take carom board, carom as a game and tell how Max's angles are very important and teach about physics. What is the speed you have to hit, in what force you have to hit the striker to hit the card to get into it. Integrated. This is what is expected. But Sports Authority of India cannot think as education based. They can think only sports. So what they did is they recorded video. How to play football, it is all not as if they have created a simulation where children can really take a arrow, take a bow, try to keep the way Angry Bird works. If they have made a simulated base game, it will teach them. But what they did, they recorded everything video and got it. What is the use of it? Right? And the video is like that, the person's hand, everything, because usually they have a costume to wear, right? Like in kneecap and all that. And then he is telling you keep in 45 degree angle. Degree angle is like this. We can't even observe whether it is 45 degree. So my point of taking that example is today we are getting people from the field, not education people, we are carried off without getting a insight. Many of the state people know we are having a pressure. You have to sign an MOU with this organization. Can we run away from that? Can we stop that? No possibility. We are also facing the same thing. There are certain organizations which are pushed on us, but who takes the decision? Somebody else takes the decision to sign an MOU. I was talking to one of the state team how to handle this. Even I was like, no, when I joined initially, I came from corporate where we say like yes and no and all that. Like I am trained like that earlier. When I came to NCRT, first 5 years was very difficult for me. Every day I used to go for guidance to Bairaji and Indu Madam because sir was my head and senior and there was Rajaram. Yesterday only I was telling them the way they gave me input, I used to go and literally fight. Sir, we are all educationists. Why are we signing? But even though I fight with the joint director, he was patient enough to tell how the scenario has to be worked, how you have to address this. That is the skill as a leadership we have to learn. I got good inputs from my seniors to handle this. You never say no to what is coming from the top, but you should take a stand as educationist. When the things come in your hand, say yes. Very good that you appreciate them. Very good, you have taken an effort. Please bring it. Call to experts. Our policy should be whoever comes. Whoever comes to us, we should be. Shivam, can you open Sir's presentation? Whoever comes to us, our policy should be to enable a quality parameter. So our SERTs and diet only should talk from that perspective, not from political background or not from personal opinion. A key point, one point. Whatever is best for children, we are ready to give. So when you get the things, it is there in your hands to form a committee, select people who can really critically evaluate. And we never say that NCRT never says it's wrong, reject. So what we say, these are the problems. Can you rectify so that it can go best? People who are sincere to really give something, they'll go and rectify and bring it. 80% of the people will run away. That's how we need to handle it. So right now, when we talk about all these reforms, today there are many people who are blooming without understanding coming to us with things. How do we handle it educationally? That is all we need to do it. Okay. So we are moving towards today's session. First session, we are going to learn about cyber safety, safety in the cyber space. So we have with us Dr. Rizawal Karim. He has already been introduced on the first day. He has taken already one session for you. Now he will be taking over the session. So, sir, welcome and hand over the session to him. Sir, the presentation open है.
Good morning. Good morning. How is the program going? Fine. Something new to learn? Or all everything? I mean, things are already known to all of you. Okay. All right. I'm glad to get one more opportunity to share my learning with all of you, and I hope that I'll also learn some things while discussing with you. So, the title is about digital safety and security, right? So, these are some of the things that I would like to discuss with you. Would like to understand cyber crime, cyber threat, cyber safety and security. But can be some of the preventive measures to be safe in a digital world. What do we understand by digital footprint, digital evidence, and how do you handle or deal with cyber attacks? Right. So, as you know, if you look at the device that we use, people across the globe use to connect and use the internet, it is primarily mobile phone. Correct? If you see this data, two-thirds of traffic that comes into internet, it is mobile phone. We understand internet traffic. Huh? Whenever you are doing something, you are part of the traffic. You are communicating something. So there must be a road on through which we are communicating. So when we are sending something, receiving something, everything is communicating over a uh, channel which is internet, right? Or a network, and that network will have its traffic. And when you communicate something, that means things go out of your smartphone and then it reaches my smartphone. And so in between, it is beyond control of both of us. You have sent a packet and it has to reach to me unless I get. So who has got the custody of the packet? It is open. So open means it can be read. Correct? Somebody else, if they can catch hold of our data that we are communicating, they can read it. That's why WhatsApp, what is saying these days, end to end encrypted. They say that when you send me an image or photo or video or anything, they convert it to some values which even if I get, I won't be able to make anything out of it. They will make into some random garbage values, A, B, C, D, number, all this. You send me hi, how are you, or are you coming? If somebody in between reads it, it will be something like lots of alphabets, numbers, characters, right? Encrypted. So nobody will be able to make any meaning out of it, even if you get hold of it. And when it reaches the end person, the intended person, the recipient's person, technology is like that, it will get decrypted. And that person will receive as hi, are you coming? The same message that you sent. Right? So that's why they say when you are communicating or accessing internet through any browser, we access through browser. So when you visit any website, look for HTTPS. Everybody says try to avoid visiting any website which is HTTPS, just S. Try to visit something which is HTTPS. What is HTTPS? So let's not get into the technicalities. Yes, just to know the name, it is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Some rules through which we send text and other documents through a browser from one place to another, from one server to our computer to another person's computer, and everything. But the communication happens over a secure channel. So for that, that website, who is maintaining the website? If it is NCRT, whose website it is, so NCRT's technical team has to take the pain and ensure that they have enabled all these security mechanisms so that as a user, if you are communicating, then whatever data you are downloading, somebody else should not be able to pass on something else, some virus to you. Correct? So coming back to the point, as I was saying, bulk of the traffic on internet is mobile. But if you look at the second slide, which is more important here, is that bot versus human. What does that mean? Bot versus human. What does that mean? That means whatever data getting generated, whatever uh, traffic getting generated, whatever communication happening over internet. Thank you. It is not necessary that every communication is done by human beings. There could be some other things also who is communicating. Who are they? Are they some aliens? No. They are bots. So what is a bot? A bot is a independent piece of software, a small program which has been written in such a way that it can also do some communication. Okay. So why it is designed? Why a bot has to communicate? So many things technologies are trying to automate these days so that humans involvement is not required. So many things are people are always trying to automate things, right? Uh, when you visit a website, you get so many options to accept cookies. Have you noticed? So what they are trying to do? They are trying to put some small software or some small program on your computer. What is their purpose? Their purpose always may not be negative. That doesn't mean every cookie is harmful for us. Some cookies are like, for example, you have logged into a website and now you are visiting different pages of that website. So it has to store certain information about you so that it doesn't ask you every time. Getting it? Some cookies are to help you access the website more faster. So they come to your computer, they store certain things, and they make your access to the internet faster. Some cookies could be harmful also. They may come and they may silently observe your data, your observation, and report back to the servers. Right? Now, how do you know what is a good cookie, what is a bad cookie? You don't have a mechanism as such. You have to rely on whose website are you visiting. So, if you are visiting State Bank of India website, it is understood that they will not have a bad intent, right? So, kind of safe. Now, the point here is, can somebody create a website which looks almost like same as SBI website? Impersonation. And can somebody send me a link in email saying that this email is from your bank and your KYC is due? Click on the link and submit your Aadhaar number and OTP and verify your KYC. So what do I do?
No response.
No response? What if the email is genuine?
Bank never asked.
Okay, bank
Bank
never
never
asked.
asked.
That at least Amitabh Bachchan has told us. Okay. So these are some of the things that we will discuss as we go along. So this slide is talking about so many type of cyber attack happens. You understand cyber attack? So these are some of the places which are attacked more. They are not the attacking guys. These are the places or countries which are attacked more. If you list the countries in terms of number of attacks they receive, this is data of 2025 quarter 2. So these are some of the countries who are on target list of different people. It could be different country, it could be people inside the country, so many ways, right? So these are threat zones where one or the other is trying to attack. So it's not that China is only attacking. China is number one in getting attacked as well. As per this data, because, right? And these are the countries from which is the source of attack. So we are good guys. If you see here, we are being attacked, but we don't attack as such. At least not in top 10, right? So these are the guys who attack as well, right? Now coming to, this was a global picture. Coming to cyber crime, we all know what is a crime. Anything not permitted in law. If you do commit that, and with the intent to cause harm to somebody, is a crime. So same thing, same story goes in the world of internet. If you do something which is unlawful and intended to harm somebody knowingly, purposefully, it's a crime. There is nothing new. I mean, there could be ways of doing cybercrime may vary here and there, but meaning of crime and intent of crime largely remains same. Stealing somebody's information, stealing somebody's money, uh, creating a bad name of somebody, ruining somebody's reputation. These are the things, right? Uh, so, if you look at what are some of the examples of cybercrime, using any digital device or gadget and cyberspace as instrument to carry out any kind of fraud or stealing somebody's intellectual property. We discussed other day what is intellectual property, right? Stealing somebody's identity in social media, creating fake accounts and communicating as if you are that person, identity theft, hacking, attacking somebody with virus, computer virus, counterfeiting, forgery, and cyberbullying. Okay. The question is, who are the attackers or hackers? Who does all this? It could be or rather, if I ask you, what could be the reason of purpose of hacking or attacking, cyber attack or cyber crime? It could be political reason. One political party may do against another. One state or one country may do it against another. Cyber crime, cyber attack. It could be police could be doing it for the very purpose of law enforcement. But they might be doing it, right? It's a different story to discuss whether it is legal or illegal. but they might be doing it, right? They might be tapping our phone. That happens, right? Uh, Business entities, they may be competitors to each other, or to find out what other is thinking, what product they are coming in. They might steal that. There could be insiders in organization. People might do it for gaining fame or kudos, right? So in cybercrime, I am listing here one by one. It is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying we would have heard about. No, in school we know how child bully one another. So any of these activity, if they do it in digitally, cyberbullying, nothing else, right? So spreading rumors about somebody, putting somebody's private picture or some such a picture which the person would not like to put it on the internet to share with other. You are sharing it with other, or somebody has put something on social media. You are going and putting a nasty comment on it. These are all bullying, right? Uh, Embarrassing photo, video without permission or consent, right? Creating and sharing edited or fake videos or photos, because these days with AI, these are happening like big way, right? Then there are other crimes like online shopping scams. We are getting irresistible offer, 90% discount on some new website giving us some deal, and many people believe that I'm getting a good bargain. They end up paying, and then they in reply either get a blank cartoon or they don't get anything, or they end up losing more money. So what is the way out? Should we stop doing online shopping? No, because that's a convenience we have created for ourselves, and we are very convenient. I mean, get used to using it, so we cannot stop it, right? But probably the thumb rule could be, before purchasing something online, let's see whether my other friends, my other colleagues know about it or not, how popular it is. If I say I'm buying something from Flipkart or Amazon, everybody will say, "Oh, okay, we also buy." But if something, some such a website nobody says I have never heard of, then at least think twice before buying from such website. It could be a fake one, or that could be so new that even though it is not fake, still it's a very new website. Nobody knows about it, right? Because such sites usually give you such kind of offer. You do one thing, you search about a product in Google, so you'll get so many websites, e-commerce websites name, many of which we have never heard about. So how do you decide, right? Same is when you are buying flight tickets, train tickets, bus tickets. How do you do? So many websites giving you services. So who is genuine, who is fake? Right? And then people started receiving so many fraudulent calls from claiming people to be calling from TRI or DOT saying that your number is going to expire, or your number was found to be misused and all these, right? So we have been told that this kind of calls will never come. We need to be ensured that not to respond or not to act on such calls, right? Then this became very famous of late. Digital arrest. Have you heard about stories of digital arrest?
Yes.
Huh? No, any known person getting victimized? No.
Angel, my friend.
No, I mean Angel could be one example, but many. It happened at, every 10th person probably became victim, right? And it was not like just the elderly person or less digital savvy people were attacked. I mean, one of the NIT student, computer engineering student, got digitally arrested and lost so much. I mean, whatever amount he or she had. Many people, who believe that they know technology, also get arrested, because this digital arrest is less to do with technology.
Sir, how it is being done, sir?
Hmm?
How it is being done?
Thing is, there are so many different ways. So even if I tell you one story, you will get alert to it that, oh, if this happens to me, I'll know that it is arrest. Then they will come out with something new. They are so innovative. So the common route was they will call you and said that, gentlemen, you are Mr. X. You'll say, yes, I'm speaking. And this is your email ID. This is your phone number. You'll say, oh, yes, he knows my name. and this is your address. Oh yes, why you are calling me? Now you will say I am calling from this police branch, and this your other number. Then you will become more confident. Oh yes, he must be police. Yes, yes. So sir, the problem is we got a call from airport that they had tracked and intercepted a parcel which was containing some narcotics. You say, oh, what you were talking about? I never sent anything. I'm a teacher. Why will I do that? But sir, your other card is listed in that. Then he will read out your other card. He will say, how could somebody get? He will say, did you give anywhere to get mobile number or some hotel sometime you give? He will say, yes, I go so many places. Everybody asks me other, I give. Oh, somewhere then it got leaked, sir. And see now people have used. He will say, now what to do? So since it is your other number, either you prove that you did not send it, how will you prove it? So that means in the eyes of law, it is you who have done the crime. So now, sir, the immediate action is that we are coming to arrest you. What are you saying? So do you have a lawyer? Can you arrange, or we can help you by arranging a lawyer so that we can at least immediately give you a bail. Then they will arrange over a Zoom call. The judge will come. Police officers will be there. CBI officers, IB officers will be there. They will keep on interrogating you one after another in a very professional way. And then they will say, we'll come back again. But if you share this information with anybody, then immediately you're going to get arrested. I mean, it has never happened to me, but what I learned or people share is that they try to uh, control you, your mind in such a way that you will be living with the family, but still you won't dare to speak to them as if you have done a crime, right? And people get arrested for a week, for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, week, and whatever money there because they have arranged your lawyer, they are giving you bail, granting you bail, and all this, and people are then losing their money. Is what is happening. But it is not as simple. The way I told you, probably if I try to act it, you may not believe me. But they do it so professionally, like movies, that the person at the other end starts believing as if they are the real ones. Right? Now, crime is what we know. Somebody does cyberbullying, or somebody steals something, or somebody posts something, or somebody downloads something which is unauthorized, or somebody steals my identity, my money. All these are crime. But what is a threat? If I keep a rope here, it's a threat that while walking I may fall down. But it's not necessary that I have fallen down. Right?
To be careful.
Huh. So threats are certain areas against which we need to be careful. Me being a threat doesn't mean that somebody has committed a crime. So any potential danger or malicious activity that can damage or steal my data, disrupt digital operation, or cause harm using internet or computer is a threat. So somebody can put a virus that could be a threat. Malware is any software which is created for some ill intent or bad intent. Is a malware. Okay. Ransomware, phishing, social engineering. So what is a ransomware? Ransomware is again a software where if I can get access to your computer, the key is how do I get access to your computer? Your computer is secure, it is a password protected. Then how do I enter into it? There lies their expertise, right? The hackers, the criminals. They are able to break through your security because we have somewhere compromised our security in various ways. I'll come to that. So if they can get into your computer, that means they can get access to your computer, not through front end. Do you think that somebody will come to CIT and ask me, give me your password, and that's how hacking happens? No. My computer or server is somewhere, it is connected on the internet. So somebody trying to access my computer not through Windows 11, front end by entering password, through back end. What is a back end? When I am communicating something on browser to other computer, when I'm searching something, downloading something, what I'm doing? I'm communicating with another computer in which that information is stored, and that computer is in some other part of the world. As simple as that. You are logging into Facebook or you are logging into IRCTC website and searching ticket, booking ticket. Where is that IRCTC website? It is in different parts of the country in some big computer that you call as servers. In that server, IRCTC has created their website, stored all the train information, real-time information. They are maintaining and updating it. As soon as ticket is booking, one ticket is issued, so they are reducing the number of ticket available by one, and they are maintaining it, right? Now, when you open IRCTC mobile app in your mobile or you open it in your computer and you visit that website, enter your ID and password, what you are doing? You are doing communication with that computer, that server in which IRCTC's website is kept. As simple as that. So that means from your computer to that person, that computer, communication happens technologically. From computer to computer, they communicate. And operating system is the front end through which I am able to give my instruction to the computer. That's what people say about computer. That is an electronic device. It understands 0 and 1 and all this blah blah. Then how does it communicate with another computer? Does it communicate in English? No. For our convenience, we have created a mechanism called front end, called an operating system, through which we can give command that I need this. But technically, this computer to computer communication happens in a machine learning, binary, and all this. So that means there must be communication channels between two computers that are called ports. Different ports through which communication happens. There are different ports for specific purposes. So these hackers will try to get access to your system through one or the other ports. If you lock all the ports, then how you yourself will enter the house? So you have to keep some of the ports open to communicate. So you have to keep some ports open. So those through that port, they always try to get access to your application, your software, your app, your website, your computer. They will try to see whether there is some vulnerability in that port or not, in that window or not. If there is, they may break in. They may not have interest in your or mine mobile. हमारे पास है ही क्या? What to steal? Then they may target business organization, they may target government organization, right? Various people may have various targets. We don't know who is having what target. But technically speaking, they can try to get into somebody's computer. So if they can get access to your computer, then they can do various things. What they can do? They can delete your data. I can technically change your data. When you open your Word file, it becomes corrupted, it will not work. So in ransomware, what they do, if they can get access to a computer or server, then they lock the data. They don't corrupt or delete anything, they just lock the data. They put their own moat lock on top of it. And then they ask money. Right? It happened, I think, couple of years back with AIMS Delhi.
Yeah.
Huh? Some of us might have, it did not come that big in the news. But all data got locked. Now imagine AIMS, All India AIMS ka data, so lakhs crores of patients data and real time data, which is so important. You and I having some PDF file in our computer, even if it gets locked, we may not mind. We may say, let's format it one more time and life is easy. But AIMS can't do that, right? So I don't know what happened because it was handled in a secret way, how government of India did and all this. I don't know. But there was in 2017 one news spread called WannaCry. WannaCry was one software. WannaCry, one ransomware. What happened? It was used to lock data of big organizations like Microsoft, Oracle, Google, and big organizations. Some 2 lakh organizations were affected in one go. And everybody's server was locked and everybody was asked to pay. Either you pay and take the key or you lose your data. So this is nothing but ransomware. Okay. Phishing, what is phishing? And social engineering, I'll come to it later. Uh, I'll quickly discuss what is a virus. What is a computer virus? A virus is again a computer program which, if enters your computer, can either slow down your computer or disrupt, it may not allow your computer to operate in a normal way, or it may do some absurd behavior, or it can damage your data, is what is virus. How can a virus come to my computer?
Through internet, pen drive.
Through internet, through pen drive, right? Through internet again, how?
By downloading some.
Unless just means that you have opened a browser and connected to internet. Suppose I have a mobile phone now and my data is on or Wi-Fi is on. Does that mean something will come? No. Unless I visit something. I visit means I go to somebody else's house where somebody has kept a virus. Then only that person can try to give me a gift. Right? So it can happen through email attachment. It can happen through the free software that we try to install, pirated versions of software or movies. Many a times we feel that we can download expensive softwares for free from many sites. So when you download that, because suppose Adobe has created a Photoshop, so Adobe is selling Photoshop at a certain price from their website. So they will not have any interest to sell a virus or give a virus to you. They have a reputation, they have a big company, and you are paying and buying it. Now somebody has stolen a version of Adobe and putting it on some their website and giving you free. Why would somebody give you something for free? That somebody has kept the software on their website on a server. So they are also having a cost of maintaining that website, that software. So why they are bearing the cost and giving us everything for free? So that means they have some intent. Intent could vary differently. Somebody may be interested to install one such virus which can just sit in our computer and observe our behavior. That could include what website I visit, right? What kind of website I visit. So that data they may collect and sell it to another e-commerce firm. That this man is interested to purchase this kind of products. So virus always may not be very bad. But other kind of virus could be they may come and try to access your passwords, whatever you are entering in your websites. So the crux of the story is that we should not install or download such things from unauthorized websites. There is always a risk. Or if you are receiving an email with an attachment, if your friend or your school is sending it, then you know it, right? But please check the emails once again. Just don't go by the name. Email ID, email ID is a email ID, you know. On top of email ID, I can write a display name, you know it or not?
Yes.
Huh? I can write helpdesk at ncrt.nic.in and display name could be CIT NCRT or display name could be Resolve Karim. Anything I can keep if when I'm creating the email ID. So when you get an email on your inbox, what you see is the display name. You don't see the email ID. If you open any website, you will see email from State Bank of India, email from GoDaddy, email from IRCTC. You will not see the email ID which has sent you the email. Unless you open that mail, then you will see from, to, CC, all the details you see. Right? So when you click on it, you will see the actual email ID. So even if the email display name says that it is from your bank, your school, your organization, your CRC, your BRC, your district authority, whosoever, or NCRT or XYZ, don't be in a hurry, open it and check the email ID once. Because people create fake email ID with same display name. So that we are in a hurry, we'll just believe that, oh, this is written as Razaul Karim, oh, I know, I communicate with this person regularly. But this time the email ID is fake one. It is not from my email ID. Somebody else has created a fake email ID and they are trying to communicate. So check once before opening the email. The email ID xyz@abc.com will always not be normal in such emails. If it is customer care at sbi.co.in or something like or 123.com, If you just check your spam email folders, you will see the email IDs. They are not normal email IDs, right? So if you are getting any email from such email ID, immediate getting just one email is not a threat. If you are getting any link in that email ID, something is written and written that click here to do this, or they send an attachment, some PDF, some zip folder, some words, some images, an attachment, and ask you to download it, then think twice before downloading. Such attachment can be having virus or malware or some other things, provided it is from some unknown source. So you need to be little careful while opening anything, any link or any attachment from an email received which looks suspicious. Right? Let me see if there is any spam folder in this email ID which is they have logged in here. Only one spam. But it is not spam. It is by mistake. Report not spam. Right? So you won't get here. This may not be the right place to give an example. So these are little technical. I'll escape these. What is virus? What is worm? What is the difference? What is Trojan? And all this. I'll skip all this. I was talking about WannaCry ransomware, right? This is the one. So how does the such kind of software enter into your computer? As I said, it is always through an attachment or link or any other email or website that you receive, right? And what it does, it will either lock the screen or encrypt your data unless you pay the amount and get the key to unlock. So this was WannaCry that happened in 2017. Okay. So why I'm showing you all this detailed story, what how it happened, if you look at it happened through, I mean, this software, this virus could impact or attack only such computers who were using Microsoft Windows operating system at that time. So I am telling this story or sharing this story is that whenever somebody creates a software, any company, that software, when they share it in the market to the people, release it in the public, when people use it, people may notice one or the other problem in that software. That this is not working correctly. Or I tried to do this in your software, this did not work. Actually, people when they use it, there come so many issues. Right? So what a software company does, they come out with a new version of it. In that what they do, they try to resolve the issues that was there in the first version and then they come out with a new version. That is why we keep on getting so many versions of a software, right? And these companies, when they release one version of the software, they themselves also keep on testing. Is there any issue? Is there any problem? Is there any vulnerability? And then they try to resolve those and come out with an updated version of the software. So that's why when you have any software in your computer, after certain days, they ask you for updates. We would have seen software update, people ask whether it is Microsoft Office, whether it is Windows 11, whether it is your mobile app. Everybody is asking after certain time update, right? So we should always accept such updates. Why? If we update, keep our software, all the softwares updated means more chances that vulnerabilities are reduced. Because in every new version, they would have addressed the challenges that they faced in the previous version. It is as simple as that. So it happened in 2017 that in that time, there was a vulnerability at the software in the Microsoft Windows operating system called server message block in Windows operating system. Microsoft released an update, but some computers did not update themselves. And as a result, that virus could enter through that vulnerable gateway and it impacted 2 lakh computers in 150 countries. Right? So what is phishing? Phishing is trying to
stealing the data
how
through some offering software only.
mostly I mean manipulating psychologically basically, because I'll not come and put a gun and say give me your password. That's not phishing. Phishing is like I'm putting a weight so whoever gets hooked. Everyone may not get, but like sending a fake email, sending a fake phone request, or giving a call with some fake offer and all these are phishing, right? A cybercrime in which scammers send a malicious email to individual or mass user by impersonating a known individual or a business partner or a service provider. Have you seen in Facebooks or many other websites or in YouTubes that Mr. Nandan Nilekani or what is the other man of Infosys founder? Narayana Murthy is running a financial offer wherein if you invest 50,000 it will become 2 lakh in 3 years. Or many such kind of offer people will get, right? And these days with the help of AI even they are creating voice as if Mr. Narayana Murthy is speaking in his voice and accent. So that people start believing. So these are nothing but phishing. Right? Problem is as a ordinary person, how does one differentiate what is real, what is fake? Right? So that's why this discussion, today's session, so that if we have some basic awareness, can we educate our students to be little aware? Right? Because going ahead, there is no choice that people won't be into internet and people won't be using AI. That won't be an option, right? Because government also is pushing everything digital. So when we have to enter, when we have to uh, enter the road with a vehicle, what do? You first learn driving, pass a test. So here I am saying you don't pass a test of cyber awareness, but at least have some basic awareness, have some basic practice, and then you motivate your students or ask them, encourage them to access things online, right? So common cyber threats that happens through phishing, as I said, is fake website, right? Similar looking website that may come, or social media phishing, impersonating somebody else. When you go and you feel as if your known person's account friend request is there, but that comes out to be something else and all this, right? In games which a child play lots of children play lots of digital games, there also they get offer of free game coins. They use coins to pass a game, right? To pass a level and all this. When you pass a level at a certain time, then and with certain accuracy you earn some points, right? When you lose a round you lose some points, right? So
Like online rummy.
so many, you are right, and so many mission more battlefield games and all this. So these children are lured with so many fake game currency and all this, right? So if you look at the kind of cybercrime that happens, what are the different reasons for which cybercrime happens? The primary purpose of cybercrime is ransomware. To steal, lock your data and ask for money. Second is DDoS. What is DDoS? DDoS is uh, blocking a genuine website by creating some artificial traffic with bots. So that the genuine user, suppose CBSE declares the result and I am a bad person, I want to put a bad name to CBSE. So what I'll do, I'll write some software programs and try to access CBSE's website as if some thousands or lakhs of people are trying to access CBSE portal. And when that happens, so naturally the website will slow down, eventually it will crash, and the actual parents and students won't be able to access the website. So that gives a bad name to CBSE. This is just one example, for example, if one wants to do it, right? Now, this slide, if you look at social engineering, one of the biggest mechanism of carrying out cybercrime is through psychological manipulation. And in this zone, children are more uh, prone to get victimized, right? So, as a teacher, as an educator, what do you do? challenge is, for example, if you look at cyberbullying, if bullying is happening in front of you in physical class, at least you see and you try to control them, you try to scold them, right? Or if that is not working, you try to call their parent or something you do. But in cyberbullying, you are not probably even part of the group in which they are discussing. They would have their WhatsApp account group, and they may be bullying each other, right? They may be posting something on somebody else's Facebook account. One child may be doing something against other child. How do you know? What are the signals or signs that these children are part of all this or they are victim of all this? Children may be sharing their data on so many websites, right? So as a teacher also what we get to see is that we get so many websites giving us uh, so many free options to try out their products. So in that, what you are doing is that you are creating your account. You are asking your student to create an account and try out the things and give their data. But ask yourself who is getting all the data, right? What he or she is going to do all that data. Another aspect of looking at it is you take your school children on some tour and you click some photos and videos. So is it safe to come back and upload them on some website? So there are two aspects. One is uh, have you taken consent of each and every child or their parents because they are minors that can I upload some of the videos or some of the photos and where are you uploading? Is it your school website or is it your social media account? Is it your Facebook account? Where are you uploading? Because you don't know the implication. You may not have a bad intent. You may be just excited that I will took my children to that place and children enjoyed this and that, and you come back and you upload it. But you don't know the impact of all this. So we need to be very careful, right? And another challenge is in the age of artificial intelligence, so much fake information is there. You be part of any WhatsApp group, there will be people so enthusiastic they will just forward anything randomly without bothering to read or verify or try to see the fact or authenticity of it. Every third quote will come in the name of APJ Abdul Kalam. Right? Every third quote APJ Kalam said this or X person said this. Just search the internet, those persons never said all this. Right? So anybody writing anything in the name of anybody and pushing on the internet. Right? With AI, so many video generation tools are there. People are able to create videos, real looking videos of anything. Anybody talking about anything in any language. So how do you differentiate? So many websites giving you fake information. Search on anything which of your interest on website, any news article you search. You search when 8th pay commission is coming. This may be something of our interest. Yeah, but just go on Google and ask the question when the 8th pay commission is coming. You see the kind of response you'll see. Right? Everything is the news outcome, but there will be so many fake news. So as a user, as a individual person, as a teacher, as a parent, how do you differentiate what is real, what is fake? What is the way out? So one an approach could be do a double fact check. How do you do a fact check? Before sharing something on social media, which is kind of sensitive or sensational at least. So to resist the urge of immediately sharing with the world, just try to double check. Try to go to Google, try to go to some other websites and search. Try to go to Google News at least and search, was this really in the news? Does it really exist? So that you fact check and then you confirm before sharing. Because so many times such misinformation creates so much of havoc in the society, right? We just share something that this is there, this is happening, but in reality this has never happened, right? Other kind of fake information these days is that it is not a fake information, misinformation is that when you visit YouTube
and when you search about any content, anything educational, for example, something of your topic interest, you search on something, and you get so many video contents on YouTube. Now, how do you know what is correct or what is not incorrect? Here, I am not talking about real or fake. Just because something is there on the internet, something is there on YouTube, does not mean that it is correct. Because that person could be anybody like you and I, me, right? He could be any XYZ random person. He or she may know about the topic or may not know about the topic. But she may talk about the topic and then upload a video, which is misleading for us, or may eventually explain the concept in a completely incorrect way, right? So, introducing cybersecurity concepts early among students can instill some responsible online behavior in students, right? Now, when if you as a school system or you as a teacher, if you think about, I want to make my students aware about cyber safety and cyber security, what are the different aspects? Obviously, there are technical aspects of cyber safety and security. Apart from that, ethical aspect. For example, bullying. Cyber bullying is, I mean, ethically we can try to control that part, right? Then psychological aspect, phishing, right? And then obviously social aspect. And remember, security is a continuous process. It's a cat and mouse game. You think that I have secured myself, the other guy is coming up with new approach to steal you or deceive you. So it's a continuous process. You can't think that I'm secure and nobody can hack me, right? So if you somebody asks you what is the difference between cyber safety and cyber security, cyber security focuses on securing your computer, your device, your network, your website from your program, your data from unauthorized or unintended access. Is cyber security. What is cyber safety? Safety lies with our behavior. Safety lies with us. It is about our safe and responsible behavior in the world of internet, so that we can combat cyber threats and protect our digital things. Right? So, who could be a responsible citizen in the world of internet, who respects the privacy of others, who reports and flags any content that is abusive or illegal, who avoids from cyberbullying, and who adheres to copyright restrictions that we discussed earlier, right? One who tries to obtain software from or video or any material from trusted sources, authorized sources, right? Who reports online bullying immediately to teachers, parents, or someone who he or she can trust, connects only with known individuals, thinks twice before accepting a unknown Facebook request, right? And be mindful of digital reputation. Think twice before you post something embarrassing, harmful, or inappropriate, because nothing gets deleted from the internet. We talk about digital footprint, right? Whatever activity you are doing, you may be deleting from your browser, but it doesn't get deleted, right? So those footprints are always there. What could be some of the preventive tips? We need to keep our software updated, so that, and we install genuine software and we keep them updated, right? Be cautious with email attachments and links, as I say, and use a strong unique password and change them regularly, right? So why everybody talks about strong password? What is strong and weak password? Anybody would like to say? आप में से?
With combination alphabet and string.
No, this
The
is
strong
like,
password is one capital letter, one small letter,
It
symbol,
cannot be
number.
guessed easily by
let me repeat. My question is not about what is an example of a strong password. Why in the first place we need to have a strong password? Why everybody is teaching us that keep your password with a combination of alphabet, character, and number? Why?
so that others
What will
cannot
happen if
guess
I?
easily what our password is.
I mean, you both are speaking the same.
Not allowing the.
How keeping a strong password secure my account?
Alphanumeric.
Yeah, sir, please. You can see it also, and you can see.
अच्छा अगर उसको कोई तोड़ना चाहे तो भी उसको बहुत सारा समय लगेगा उसको तोड़ने के लिए अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड होगा तो और इजी पासवर्ड होगा तो विद इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स इज एबल टू
Not allowing the opponent to guess.
So yes, the first statement we start with is so there's something not easy to guess. Right? The second could be something which is not easy to break by making combination of things. So I'm forgetting the exact list. So it talks about it contained a list of some 3-4 lakh passwords. So which are pretty common. Okay. The thing is, if the passwords are so easy to uh, guess, then what happens is that so these are some of the passwords. What we do, Indians, we do this kind of passwords pretty common,
Password itself is
right? So this kind of password can be very easily cracked or guessed using software. It is not that somebody is manually trying one by one. If this is not working, then what? No. It will write intelligent software that will automatically try to create combination. What kind of combination? He will think that if he can get to know what is this man's date of birth, what is year of birth, what is his location, first name, middle name, surname. So he or she will try to create some combination of all this because it is our tendency to keep passwords with some combination of this and that or some part of our mobile number and something like that, and then we'll try. So it will try to make some combination using these fields and try to guess our password. That's why everybody is saying keep something so strong that which has no meaning, no dictionary word at least, so that somebody will not try to guess it or find it, right? Or even if you can't remember so difficult garbage values combination of random values, make a sentence, keep a sentence as a password, and in between the two words you enter some random numbers or some characters. The dollar sheep at the rate black. Something like that, so that you remember as a sentence. But what some people do is see the second statement, keep OS on the screen. So people will write S as dollar. So that they're reading, they will still read it as OS. Wherever there will be I, they will use exclamatory sign. So that they know My password is possibilities only or vulnerabilities. But in vulnerabilities, wherever there are eyes, I am using exclamatory sign. Getting it? So these are different approaches people follow to try to keep strong password, because it is very easy to say keep strong password, keep different password for all websites, and the most difficult part is change it after every 3 months or 6 months. At least bank is forcing us to change it. Now when we change it, how do we remember it? They are also saying don't write it down anywhere. Huh? We have to write. So while writing, can you think like, if my password is in 2 parts, what I'll do is I'll put it into 3 parts. If my password is that long, I'll break it into 3 parts, and in between I'll add 2 spaces and save it in a Word file. So even if some software can read it, so he or she won't be able to make anything out of it, because I have added some spaces into it. If you're writing it in a piece of paper, write it in some reverse way, or half part you bring it in the front. Something you have to do, right? You just can't write as it is and give it to me.
How can I decode it?
You are trying to put your version of encryption basically, but our common Indian password doesn't hack that way. People don't have to put that much effort. Problem is, when we buy our phone, first time Android will ask us to create an account to set up the mobile. Then shop owner knows that this man or this lady is never going to have her email ID. So he won't even bother to ask. Or even if he asks, आप बोलोगे what is email ID, ये क्या होता है? Then he starts with his shop's email ID. The story starts from there itself. Even if your organization, your school is putting effort to give you an email ID, you are not able to remember the password. You are going to the administrator, whatever password he is setting, and he is saying, sir, you change it. You are not taking effort to change it also. So whatever password he created, and his common password will be admin@123. You are keeping it for eternity. And on top of that, you are sharing with so many of your colleagues. Sir, you are doing it. आप मेरा भी email check कर लो. I am not coming today, so please you take. This is my ID. This is my password, and then at least all your colleagues know each other's password and account. So that's how things are getting exposed, right? So DPDP Act came. I hope you all know. No, DPDP Act. No, government is putting so much effort to bring an act, and you guys are not bothering to. Don't know DPDP? Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This is an act brought by Government of India. It's an act. Digital Personal Data Protection. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal from legal domain. So I won't understand. I won't be able to explain everything out of it. Key. Some of the key aspect क्या है? Consent-centric framework. Any organization who is asking anybody to create an account on their website, everybody asks us to create an account. कुछ भी करना है तो register करो, isn't it? Well, whichever website you will visit, first thing they will ask is login, sign in, register, right? Create your account. So whosoever is collecting your data must obtain a consent that can I save your data, right? And inform individuals of the purpose for which they are collecting the data. If they are collecting your date of birth, then they must give you the clarification why they need your date of birth for giving you that service. Getting it? If I have gone to a mobile shop or a website to buy a SIM card, so if they are asking me date of birth, so they should clearly explain me why they need my date of birth value to give me a SIM card. Unless they have a justification, they cannot collect my data. For every field, they need to have a justification. And also, they should clarify for how long they are going to keep my data. Duration of data collection. Individuals have the right to access, correct, erase, and get information about their data. So, if This act says if you have created an account on a website, tomorrow you decide that I don't want to keep my account with your website, you can go and delete your account. As of today, how many websites give you that facility? No, nobody. We also never search for. When you visit a website or app and you create an account, have you ever bothered to delete that account? No. We may delete the app from our phone, or we may stop visiting the website, but we never bothered to delete our account itself from their website. So this act says, so today on Diksha, you know Diksha? So Diksha, you are able to create an account. We are also collecting some of your data. So we have enabled the mechanism that tomorrow if you come to Diksha and ask that I want to delete my account, you can do it. Because we have to adhere to this act. So we have created the mechanism. So any website you visit, you should ask these questions. Can I delete my account? Right? And then there are other data protection board and how business entities, how individuals will handle these and all this. So this is a detailed data protection act. So I was talking about use strong unique password and change them regularly. Another aspect is use multi-factor authentication. What is multi-factor authentication? Authenticating you through multiple sources.
Sending OTP.
You go to a website, it says you enter your password, and after that also they're sending you an OTP. You may feel irritated, but don't get irritated. It is a mechanism to safeguard you only. So that even if somebody knows your password, they may not get the real-time OTP. Chances of getting your mobile phone as well as password is less at the same time. So even if I know your password, I try to log in and get a OTP, and then you will get alert like why I'm getting an OTP to log in. I'm not trying to log in. That means somebody might be trying to log into my account. You get alert, right? Then some services are saying you open your Google, go to Drive, or go to Photos, and then you say yes, no, seeing the number and touching the number, matching it. So different mechanisms of multi-factor authentication. So I said, as you already said, use a combination of lower uppercase letter, number, special character, right? Don't use personal information. Don't use dictionary words. Don't write it down. Don't share it with anyone. Pretty easy to say for me. Difficult to comply with. Right? So I was talking about digital footprint. Nothing gets removed. Why? Why nothing gets removed?
It is stored somewhere.
Ha. Not only the information is stored. When Google is giving you a video on YouTube, so it is not only storing that video and its creator, it is also storing and collecting who is opening this video, how long one has watched that video, that person is from which country, his details, what keyword he gave to come reach to that video, all this kind of information. So same way Google is searching what all search word you gave in the internet. Facebook is storing what you commented on somebody's post.
So what is the use of that, sir? If Google is collecting this and what it is going
That's
to
their bread and butter. In the sense they are analyzing all this and they are trying to create their services in such a way that you are getting benefited out of it. Google search is free, Gmail is free, Chrome browser is free, Google Drive is free up to 15 GB. But Google is the company whose 80% revenue comes through ad, billions of dollars. Where do they give the ads? On whichever website you are visiting, you will see on the one column, two column, here, there, right? So now question is, there are lakhs of different advertisements. So which ad to show to whom? So that's why they are collecting everything about you so that they can identify or they can know who you are, what is your interest, what is your need, what is your spending behavior, who are the people dependent on you, so that accordingly they will try to pitch you that kind of advertisement. This is called nothing but personalization, right? Personalized service. Same you and I going and searching, booking a flight ticket, they will show some hotel option, right? In those hotel option also the kind of hotel they will show you and me will vary because there are thousands of hotels in a big cities. From that also they will show you something, to me something based on so many parameters they have collected about you and me from whatever activity we did on whatever website. So these are their bread and butter. This is their business. They are personalizing. They are trying to give you personalized service. Why somebody will give do an advertisement through Google unless they get benefited? Why a soap company or a moisturizing company will spend their dollars through Google on a website?
Because everybody will.
So Google is able to prove that, see, you came through my website to this user and then they purchased you. At least 20% conversion rate was there. Otherwise, why will somebody come and say, Google, come, I am want to advertise to you and take my money? Right? So it's a business. So is Facebook. Facebook is also earning. They are allowing us to, they are making us busy full day through Instagram and Facebook, and then they are earning everything through advertisements, right? So if you look at Google, you use one or the other product of Google. Google is not only to blame. Every organization is doing it. Just as an example, I am taking Google here, right? So whatever activity out of all these services and products Google has, whatever you are doing, they are collecting data. They are tracking you. That's not bad.
The
Somebody-
photos and all what we take, it will be with Google.
Huh?
Photos. So even if we delete from our mobile,
Yes.
Google will be storing.
Google will have. Google will be, but it is up to Google whether they have interest in your photo or not. Because it is in their computer. So they will decide how long they want to keep, whose photo they want to keep, which way they want to keep. But they can. In photos, these days our smart cameras are, when you open a clicking a photo, it is collecting latitude, longitude, location. Just open the properties of a photo in your phone. It will give so many information. So a photo is not just a photo. It gives where the person was, at what time the person was in that location, where all he went. So many things, right? So what is an evidence? Digital evidence. Evidence comes into picture when something wrong happens. Somebody filed a complaint. Cybercrime has happened. Then cybercrime police comes and then they try to see digital evidence. Their footprint comes into picture. Right? They have to investigate and solve a case. So there they try to collect different kind of evidence. What kind could be digital evidence? Our emails, our photographs, ATM transaction logs, Word files, documents, instant message histories, right? Internet browser history, computer memory contents, backups, printouts, GPS information, log from even hotels' electronic door locks, right? So all these could be digital evidence, right? So if somebody, one of your children, you come to know that he or she has become a victim of cybercrime or cyber attack, then what you do? Not to panic, right? Try to understand what has happened, what behavior you observe, and then you try to disconnect yourself from internet, isolate your devices, change all your passwords immediately so that you can prevent further damage. And where to report? So government of India has a national helpline number called 1930, right? It is maintained by Ministry of Home Affairs. Anybody from India across the country can call anytime and report about any cybercrime. Or this is website is there, cybercrime.gov.in. Alright. So I'll stop here. And if you have any further query, you can discuss. Otherwise, we can break for a cup of tea, and that will be followed by another session. Okay. Thank you so very much for your patient hearing. Okay. You are giving them a break for a cup of tea.
Yes, sir. Tea is just arriving in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes to relax and stretch. Yeah. Yes, madam.
Small.
Mm.
So knowing and understanding these concepts on these cyber security and phishing, all these are very essential for us as educators. But we would have to know the basic things, how to do the ethical cyber security, and all these things are also very useful for these societies, I think so.
Mm. Ethical. Are you talking about ethical hacking?
Yes, sir. The basic thing,
Uh,
how to do the hacking in an ethical way.
okay. So there is one
That
aspect.
is also prevent to better than
Yes.
ethical.
Yes. So what is hacking? Hacking is merging into somebody's computer or website in a unauthorized way, right? So if somebody is dealing with a ill intent, bad intent, then it is a crime. Now I have made a website and I invite other students to try and break my website so that they can find out loopholes in my website, and then they tell me, sir, this area is weak, through this I can get access to your website. This file is open, you have given me permission to read and write on that file, so I can come through internet and I can access open your open file. So then I can rectify. So these are called ethical hacking, right? When somebody organizations write a big program, so they have people called testers. They're IT guys, they are testers. Their job for full day is to test, try to break into that software. This is their job. So they will try to break into one or the other way, in known ways, in unknown ways, so that they can inform the developers that, boss, your program is still vulnerable, I can break into it. Right? Sometimes these big organizations like Facebook, Google, they also invite across globe open challenges. If somebody can find out or break into our this product, will give you $50,000 or a big amount like that, so that people or student researchers take it seriously, because breaking Facebook is not easy. They are so secure. So you have to invest your days and months to try to break into, and you have to be pretty advanced at it. So to encourage such kind of advanced security researchers to try their system, they announce a big prize money so that people invest their time and effort. So in the process, you also learn, and then in case you can break it, you get a prize. And Facebook's advantage is that they can rectify their system, right? So they are called ethical hackers. You are doing hacking either to further secure a system, or you are a student and you are doing hacking to learn how to do it. But you need to aware, sensitize your students that even if you are an ethical hacker, you just can't hack into a government of India website and take it down claiming that I'm learning. The law won't spare you. In jail only. Isn't it? So you need to target, even if you are learning hacking, you need to target smaller websites, lesser known websites, whose impact, even if you bring it down, impact won't be pan India or serious. So at least these things, unless they know, because at least this much, everybody can be made aware. How to do hacking will become a serious technical affair that everybody may not be able to do unless somebody has interest and learns a little bit of, not little bit of, a bit advance of programming. Because one aspect is learning how to build the house. A normal mason can do it. But finding out whether the wall has been made correct or not, columns have been made right or not, you need to have an advanced experienced mason. Unless he or she is experienced, you will just walk and say everything is looking fine, sir, your house is sturdy. But if you want to do a structural strength, you need to invite a proper civil engineer and all this, right? So similarly, building a software still is easy job. Hacking it is more difficult, because everybody will try to follow standard rules. to ensure that it is safe, it is not hackable. But even if somebody can hack it, means he or she has more advanced expertise in programming to exploit, because everything has to be done programmatically. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very happy.
हाँ तो इन्फॉर्म करते हैं, announce करते
He's happy outside. And